Yep, psychotic people trying to follow people around with deranged answers. One dude stopped yelling, but started yelling at me for no reason. Weird. Then there was a person that was in the windowsill trying to say that I was looking too much when I wasn't even looking. I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on in the windowsill. And there's a whole heap of people trying to make up fake stories about people and they don't even know how to fucking stop it. Yep, and a lot of people are making up fake answers about people that were inside the actual hotel. That was the weirdest one. And they were saying that they were from different countries and whatnot when they weren't. That caused a lot of issues. Yep, and they tried to steal my plane ticket, and then also tried to use customs in really dumb, stupid, retarded way. And they're trying to still use multiple weird ass answers on people. I might have to actually kill somebody. Not even a joke. Yep, went across the street and then started trying to walk right up to me to say psychotic stuff again. They're weird. Should have stopped a long time ago. Then the person sitting in the same area where when I was getting scouted by an actual NFL team, they started trying to make up psychotic answers. They're still using the same dumb answers as if it's actually funny when they were actually stealing people's credit cards and then also handcuffing them and telling gangs to shoot them. And they keep asking weird questions while the same stuff is going on. Yep, they had a whole heap load of FBI agents, and when that mess was going on, their answer still comes out to, I'd never heard of that, when they were actually being interviewed by the actual FBI agents. Then they started making up stories about the people, how they're affected and how they wouldn't actually be able to respond correctly. And the more that they laugh about it, the more deranged they get. They think that it's normal. Handcuffing people and then saying they're not supposed to act anywhere but inside. Drugging people and saying they're not supposed to be anywhere but inside. And then people that were getting arrested were running around trying to make up stories about the people that were handcuffed by people that worked in the hotels. Not the FBI agents, people that worked in the hotels, lying their asses off. Bunch of them got caught too. Yeah, I was able to walk around and free a whole heap of people out there saying, oh, it's like a frat thing, when it wasn't at all. And they just keep trying to say that they want to push ahead. They want to be the first ones to actually say that they had free people because they thought that it was funny, making up false claims about FBI agents and frats. Yep, and they tried to use the Los Bell, the same spot, saying that he couldn't do doo-wop and soul. So a whole heap load of stuff. No, you can't. That's why it's weird. There's no need to actually do anything but continue about your day. Assume that it was actually good enough. And stop using me like I was a Satanist person because you guys kept using that. Remember, we were 2%. That means that if you're old, you should remember at least something about some people. Yep, and there's people that are still trying to laugh about the situations that previously happened. That is weird. And they start repeating the same stuff, not even stopping themselves. Yep, and the roommates got thrown into it, and they weren't even trying to reach that far and started getting angry at me because people were actually attacking their friends. They didn't know who was good, who was bad, and it wasn't just basically looks, it was a whole heap load of different things. And then they start faking their deaths around people too. Yep, and they're still planning psychotic. They were also putting people in the wrong places. They think that it was funny. Police officers arrested them. And they said they couldn't get arrested in any of the classes. They were lying to a whole heap of people in their lives. The SAT scores were attacked. It's recorded too. Said that there wasn't enough record of the mischief, and they won't even say anything to me. That's weird. Helped them when they were doing the wrong things, lining them up with a whole heap of good answers. They said that it sounded too much like Mother Teresa was doing it. Yep, and they keep rolling their eyes at people. Yep, and they're still misusing people that are over there. Everybody else takes photos and everything else. They try to pre-plan stuff saying that we're always behind. You said that you wouldn't be in the same areas. Like you wouldn't be right there where people have to go inside. I work with the whole people of the same people company. They even said that's not a good answer. It's a red flag. Shouldn't use it just because somebody's sitting at the bus stop, especially if you already saw them before. And it would be like security was already, yep, and you guys still keep using the same wrong stuff. Philanity at Huntington Beach, and I can't talk to you. They literally said wrong answers. You guys tried to make it so where people can go inside when they're actually going for scholastic answers. And then they do that when instead of talking to people. Even if I said scholastic, you guys would have said that was the wrong one because it had too many symbols in it. How's Kiko doing? Or Kiki, since it's actually a male's name. So you guys said you guys use those. Yeah, you guys keep reviewing this. You guys said that it would look too obvious and it'd be like you're out of terms or out of time sync. So I don't. Like, why were you guys doing that? If there's something that was going on, you should, instead of trying to look at me like I'm the suspicious one, that was not even an answer like multiple times. Yep, and they're repeating the same stuff that they did to Apple. Caught them. But then some people said that, oh, we were just wishful thinking. Even the addresses in San Jose, the addresses in Mountain View, I have to say that I was there, because otherwise you guys would have said that I wasn't supposed to be anywhere in those. Can't. You guys said if it felt weird, that you guys were constantly misusing it. It probably was weird, and you guys were still blocking people when they were working. Can't. There had to be a specific reason. Seb even said that. Sebastian. Yep, and all the Yokozunas disappeared. Hey, you guys would already know that one too. Yep, and Diana was going to another for FEMA and emergency stuff and EMT worker stuff. I had to know that one, because otherwise it would have completely destroyed her life. Yep, and they're going to try to show a picture that was not even AI generated. Doesn't even have the depth map, because it has to have all that to actually say it. Nope. Yep, you walked all the way around. Nope, because they would have still been lying about what I was doing at UCR. Yes, there was an ethics committee for AI way back in 2000. Just like the World Health Organization. It only had AI classes once a year. This very specific colleges and universities. Somebody took me to the wrong universities continuously and made some weird answers. 2000 didn't have that many AI things. Yep, got an actual ethics committee to actually double check on the Getty situation, so people wouldn't use the $1 trillion weird situation and use it for money laundering. But it had the depth maps for the actual categorization of the actual images. That's why they also were using, quote unquote slight image recognition that started with 17 pixels by 17 pixels and then would branch out to 400 by 400 pixels. And yet people still said I didn't even have an interview with any other companies. The security should have been like basic, instead of people just randomly yelling at a person and something weird happens and say they always look like that person it was, but we actually messed up again. Yep, walked right past and I started yelling. Dude over there got up and said, "Oh shoot." Nope, he said for me to photograph, but there's other people that were punk rockers that were going crazy. Nope. people were sitting when it was configured a specific way and saying that they're the ones that owned it when it wasn't the truth. Including the seashell parking that was actually bad for a lot of stuff. Cars were being punctured and they said it was the seashells on the ground when it wasn't. And then people stealing using the pyramid schemes and the 5 to 7 diamond hotels that were absolute lies. Yeah. Plus people continually misusing a person because they had an actual college on the ship for polyglots and communications communications majors and communications answers. Yep, it smells like weed. Trying to use that one. Not smart. Yep, and then the MLS thing that was attacked was weird. Rent, and then for the Irvine company, you know, people just continually saying it, so that was weird. I told you block it because it wouldn't make sense unless you had to. Yeah, and then you guys wearing suits and then using that when you guys weren't even part of somebody's security and you had to save them. Same thing that happened with a lot of other people. Humans are dumb about that stuff. Yep, and you guys say that we're misusing you when we're at the same meetings, and you guys kept making those weird answers up. It's recorded. Every single meeting was recorded. Outlook, the actual Microsoft software, was always being used. That includes when they tried to install Google servers in the wrong places. They didn't even create an earthquake or a tornado. Yep, they're attacking people and saying it was fake blood when it wasn't. Weirdest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Line 3 down, and northbound, forward.
Let's get to